Hey, good afternoon, guys. I know it's been a while, but decided to come over to the ranch and get some stuff done on the bus. I don't have that many supplies to actually get nothing big done on it today. So, from the first videos, we found this little, I guess I called it a possum toilet or something like that. Well, that air cleaner looks real nasty. This air intake looks nasty. Brackets look nasty, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. I'm going to go ahead and sand them, give it a nice coat of black paint, and hopefully that'll make it look a little bit nicer. I'm also going to replace that alternator. I don't know if you guys can see, it's going to be hard for you guys to see it, but the amperage on it, if I remember correctly, I believe this one was like a 140 or something like that. Well, I'm going with a 220 amp alternator. That should help the bus out quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Now let me go ahead and get to that alternator. I'm going to go ahead and remove and replace this alternator with they look the same, but the one I got is higher amperage. So I'll show you guys once I remove it. All right, let me go ahead and get to this one. On this one, guys, I'm going to loosen this 3/4 inch bolt right here. There's another 3/4 inch bolt right here in the bottom. It's a longer bolt. And then, of course, 1/2 inch power, 1/2 inch ground. Get those two wires out. We're not going to disconnect the battery, so I'm going to move this wire, tape it up so that it doesn't come into contact with any other ground. Proper way to do it is remove the batteries, disconnect the batteries, but I'm feeling a little lazy, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave the batteries on. Tape this one up, protect it, get this alternator out. We're going to have to remove this 15/16 nut, remove this pulley, so we can go ahead and add this pulley to the other alternator and then reinstall the new alternator. So let me go ahead and get to removing this one. Well, guys, that's the alternator that we removed. Let me get the other one real quick. Give me one second. Well, guys, I don't know if you can see this, but let me go. This one here is a 160 amp. It's an S160. That's the one that was on the bus. It's a 14 volt, and the one we're going to install is an S270, 270 amps, 14 volt. So this should help the bus out quite a bit. A lot more amperage going through when the bus is running. So let me go ahead and change out those pulleys so I can go ahead and reinstall it on the unit. I guess 15/16s. If you don't have an impact, it's going to be real hard for you to get it off. These suckers are on there somewhat tight. Okay, that's it. Change the pulleys up. Now let's go ahead and get ready to put that alternator back on there. Okay, alternator's there. Only thing is, now this is going to be the positive, and the ground goes on this little bolt right here, either or. So I'm going to have to reroute this positive wire and connect it here, and then get that ground and get it on that one right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and get a, there's a, okay, let me tighten this one up, because this, I had loosened this one because I thought it was going to reach, but it didn't. I got to get this one here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting this one-handed, so bear with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera aside because can't hold it, can't work with one hand. But like I said, positive is gonna go up here on this little bolt right here. Negative is gonna be on that one. Well, guys, there's a positive wire, there's a negative wire. So I'm gonna go ahead and alternator's already on there. Belts are. Hey,
it's
George.
just already on park, right?
Yeah, it's on neutral. There's no park on it.
Oh.
Turn it over for 3-4 seconds, and then go ahead and crank it over, dude. Charging?
Yeah, between 12 and 15.
Yeah, that'll work. Between 12 and 15?
Yeah.
That'll work, dude. Let it run for a little while. We took the parts off of the bus. I went ahead and moved out. I mean, it's it's starting to drizzle somewhat, so I had to come under the porch. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the parts here and get them painted. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the air cleaner cover. Stop by the little hardware stores and picked up some sandpaper. I picked up 120 and 220. So well, guys, on this one, I had to wash it with Dawn dishwashing soap because it had some grease on there. Removed as much of the grease as I could. So now, let me go ahead and lightly sand it. This was not that bad, but I'm still going to sand it, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint both of them. And then I'll go ahead and continue with the brackets. Let me go ahead and get these here. Well guys, I got these somewhat sanded. They're somewhat smooth, so once I paint them, they should turn out pretty nice, pretty decent. So let me go ahead and get ready. Let me go ahead and string these up so I can go ahead and grab that paint and start painting. Well guys, I know it doesn't look new, but it looks a lot better than what it did. So you can see the gloss, there's a little bit of gloss. I could have done better if I had, you know, grinder with a wire brush, stuff like that, but I just wanted to make it look a little better. This thing looked kind of nasty when it had all the possum droppings on the air cleaner. So on the air cleaner itself, well, I mean, again, it doesn't look new at all, but it looks better than what it did. And let me go around this one real quick. And that one looks a lot nicer than what it did. So I'm going to go ahead and install these back on there. And, well, we'll see what else we can do. Well guys, I know we didn't do much. We just kind of took this off, painted it, took the air cleaner off and painted it. Got this bracket. I didn't paint that plastic because I don't know if the paint will adhere. I got to get some bulldog adhesive, adhesive promoter, clean that up, spray it with adhesive promoter, and then spray it with black. Hopefully it'll stay black for a while. Well guys, I guess this is going to be it for today. It's starting to get a little dark. I mean, sun is setting, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. I do have a couple of things that I want to do next coming weekend. Let me show you real quick. Well, as you can see, the bus is still under construction, so, but I wanted to change that school bus. I went ahead and ordered the decal that's going to go up there, or the sticker, so I can go ahead and remove that, raptor all that area, but I got to put that sticker on first, tape it up, and then raptor over it, so that so I can remove that paper, and the sticker is going to be nice and shiny in the back. I should pick it up on Monday, so hopefully this coming weekend I'll get to raptoring more of this bus, and hopefully we'll get that sticker on there and you guys can see how it's going to look. Alright guys, appreciate you guys watching, and like and subscribe.